Some people leave the world brighter than they found it. Their presence is like a gentle sunrise, quietly illuminating the lives of everyone around them. They inspire hope, kindness, and a sense of belonging, even in the most ordinary moments. When such a person departs, the world feels a little dimmer, but their light lingers on in the hearts of those they touched. Judge Frank Caprio was one of those rare souls. He was a beacon of compassion and fairness, a man whose wisdom and warmth radiated far beyond the walls of his courtroom. For decades, he served his community with humility and grace, earning the respect and admiration of people from all walks of life. On August 20th, 2025, at the age of 88, the man known as the nicest judge in the world passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. His passing marked the end of an era, leaving a void in the hearts of his family, friends, and countless admirers. His loss was felt not just in Providence, Rhode Island, but across the globe. People from every corner of the world paused to remember the judge whose simple acts of kindness had touched their lives, whether they met him in person or watched his videos online. Judge Caprio was more than a judge. He was a teacher, showing us that every person has a story worth hearing. He believed in second chances and the power of understanding, reminding us that justice is not just about rules, but about humanity. Through his courtroom and his viral videos, he reminded us that justice should be delivered with empathy and understanding. Millions watched as he listened patiently, offered words of encouragement, and treated everyone with dignity, no matter their background or circumstance. His family's announcement was filled with both sorrow and gratitude, remembering him as a loving husband, father, and friend. They spoke of his unwavering support, his gentle humor, and the deep love he had for his community and his family. They encouraged the world to honor his memory with small acts of compassion. Whether it's lending a helping hand, offering a kind word, or simply listening to someone in need, these gestures keep his spirit alive. Judge Caprio's legacy is a call to action for all of us to lead with kindness. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, his example reminds us that empathy and understanding can bring us together, one small act at a time. Why was he called the nicest judge in the world? What made Judge Frank Caprio stand out in a system often criticized for its rigidity and lack of empathy? Because he earned it every day. His actions spoke louder than words, and his courtroom became a beacon of hope for many. In his courtroom, justice was a conversation, not a cold process. He believed that understanding and dialogue were key to fair judgments. Judge Caprio listened to people's stories, understanding that behind every ticket was a human being. He took the time to hear their circumstances, their struggles, and their hopes. He dismissed fines for those in hardship, offered encouragement, and treated everyone with dignity. His courtroom was a place where people felt seen and heard. His approach transformed the courtroom from a place of fear to one of healing. People left his courtroom not just with a verdict, but with a sense of hope and understanding. He involved children, taught lessons with humor, and made justice accessible. His interactions were filled with warmth and humanity, making the law feel less intimidating. Judge Caprio's brand of justice was about compassion, not punishment. He believed in second chances and the power of kindness. He believed in fair solutions that uplifted the human spirit. His judgments were not just about the law, but about making a positive impact on people's lives. These moments weren't rare. They were the norm. Every day he showed that justice could be compassionate and fair. He showed the world that true authority comes from empathy. His ability to connect with people on a human level set him apart. That's why he'll always be remembered as the nicest judge in the world. His legacy is one of kindness, fairness, and humanity. His legacy is a reminder that justice and kindness can go hand in hand. He showed that the law doesn't have to be harsh to be effective. He made the law feel human. Through his actions, he taught us that empathy and justice are not mutually exclusive, but rather, they complement each other beautifully. For years, Judge Caprio's unique justice was a local treasure, until brought it to the world. The show's real-life stories and genuine compassion captivated millions. Viewers saw elderly drivers, students, immigrants, and parents treated with fairness and empathy. The show became a global phenomenon, earning an Emmy nomination and millions of fans. It wasn't just entertainment, it was an education in humanity. Judge Caprio explained his decisions, showing that authority can be kind. He humanized the justice system for people everywhere. Clips went viral worldwide, transcending language barriers. Comments poured in from every continent, expressing gratitude and inspiration. Judge Caprio became a global father figure dispensing wisdom and life lessons. His small courtroom became a classroom for the world. He proved that kindness is a universal language. Judge Caprio's compassion was rooted in his upbringing as the son of Italian immigrants in Providence's Federal Hill. He learned hard work, integrity, and the importance of looking out for others from his parents. Working his way through college, he became a teacher and later a lawyer, always believing in second chances. His public service extended beyond the bench. He served on the city council and as a delegate to constitutional conventions. Appointed chief judge in 1985, he saw his role as a responsibility, not a privilege. He treated everyone as he would his own family, never forgetting his roots. His kindness was authentic, shaped by a lifetime of service and empathy. Judge Caprio's life was a testament to the power of community and connection. He showed that true leadership is grounded in humility and care for others. Social media turned Judge Caprio into a global symbol of compassion. Clips from his courtroom went viral, spreading hope and kindness to millions. In a world often filled with negativity, his videos were a breath of fresh air. People shared their own stories, inspired by his gentle approach. His content was simple, raw moments of human connection, no special effects needed. Judge Caprio showed that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. He embraced his online fame with humility, using it to spread his message further. Through every share and comment, his spirit of compassion multiplied worldwide. He built a global community united by empathy. In late 2023, Judge Caprio revealed his pancreatic cancer diagnosis on his 87th birthday. He faced his illness with the same honesty and courage he showed in court, asking for prayers and support. Instead of retreating, he shared his journey, connecting with others facing similar battles. His social media became a space for global encouragement and hope. Even in suffering, he focused on gratitude and community. Judge Caprio taught us that true strength is found in vulnerability and connection. He continued to post updates, always with dignity and faith. His final message, just before his passing, was a request for prayers and a reminder of the power of community. He left this world surrounded by love, teaching us one last lesson in grace. His battle was a testament to his indomitable spirit. Judge Caprio's passing sent a wave of grief through Rhode Island and beyond. The community honored him as one of their own, a local boy who never forgot his roots. State flags flew at half-staff, and officials praised his empathy and wisdom. But the most heartfelt tributes came from ordinary people, those whose lives he touched. Stories of his kindness and generosity filled the streets and social media. His family remembered him as a devoted husband, father, and friend. They asked that he be honored not with monuments but with acts of compassion. Judge Caprio's legacy is a lesson in kindness for us all. His spirit lives on in every act of empathy. Judge Caprio's kindness created ripples far beyond his courtroom. He challenged our view of justice, showing that the law should guide and forgive, not just punish. His influence on the legal community is profound. Law schools now study his compassionate approach. He set a new standard for what it means to be a good judge. But his greatest impact was on everyday people. He taught us to listen, to offer second chances, and to resolve conflict with understanding. Every small act of patience or kindness carries his legacy forward. He made compassion feel powerful and accessible. Judge Caprio gave us a blueprint for a kinder world. The ripples of his life will continue to spread, inspiring us all. Remembering Judge Caprio isn't just about admiration, it's about action. His legacy is a living reminder that the true measure of a life is not found in accolades or titles, but in the kindness we show to others. When we think of him, let's not only recall his wisdom and warmth, but also let his example inspire us to step forward and make a difference, no matter how small. His life challenges us to be kinder, more patient, and more forgiving. He showed us that compassion isn't reserved for grand gestures. It's woven into the fabric of our everyday lives, in the way we treat strangers, friends, and even those we disagree with. You don't need a robe or a courtroom to make a difference, just an open heart. Every one of us has the power to bring light into someone's day, whether it's through a simple act of generosity or a moment of understanding. Bring his spirit into your daily life. Let someone merge in traffic. Listen with empathy. Offer a smile. These moments may seem small, but they ripple outward, touching lives in ways we may never fully realize. These small acts, multiplied, can change the world. When kindness becomes a habit, it transforms not just individuals, but entire communities. Imagine a world where everyone takes a moment to help, to listen, to care. Judge Caprio changed the world one act of kindness at a time. He believed in second chances, in the power of forgiveness, and in the dignity of every person who stood before him. His gentle words and thoughtful actions left a mark on all who met him. His family's wish is that we honor him by spreading compassion. They hope that his memory will inspire us to reach out to those in need, to comfort the hurting, and to celebrate the goodness in each other. Let's build bridges, not walls. Offer grace, not judgment. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, we can choose to be the ones who bring people together, who heal wounds, and who foster understanding. His legacy is a blueprint for a better world. It's a guide for how we can live with more empathy, more hope, and more love for one another. The light of Judge Caprio shines on in every life he touched. Each act of kindness, each moment of understanding keeps his spirit alive and growing. Now it's our turn to carry his flame. We can be the torchbearers of his message, spreading warmth and hope wherever we go. Let's strive to be the nicest person in our own world every day. Whether it's a word of encouragement, a helping hand, or a simple act of respect, we can all make a difference. That's how we say thank you and keep his spirit alive forever. By choosing kindness, we honor Judge Caprio's memory and help create the world he dreamed of, one filled with compassion, understanding, and hope for all.